Welcome to Chancla or No Chancla, where we have our Mexican moms taste, try, and react to all sorts of things. If they don't like it, it gets the chancla. If they do like it, no chancla. Today's theme? Karen stories.
Ooh, Karen. I love Karen.
Do they deserve it? Do they not deserve it?
Not only the chancla, maybe the fist.
What is a Karen?
Someone that obviously has an awful life at home that wants to take it, whatever anger she's feeling on people that are just having a normal, happy life.
Karen, to me, like a metiche, ¿no?
Vieja
Una
metiche.
Una metiche que es.
Y todo ella está bien. Los demás están mal.
This story is called Flipping Out on the Restaurant Workers. My dad is very sick right now with something that's not lethal, but still concerning. And he's weak. He's allergic to sour cream and beans. So when he asked me to get him tacos, I went with a simple list of 4 toppings and stressed to the restaurant that they should only include those, mentioning his allergies. When I got home, the tacos were filled with sour cream and my dad got even sicker after taking a bite. He didn't notice until after he took a bite because it was at the bottom. I went back to explain, and while they offered a replacement, I also wanted a refund. I stayed calm, but was frustrated with their refusal to refund me after their mistake. In the end, I left with just the replacement. Am I being unreasonable?
No, right there, she's not being unreasonable or a Karen. I feel bad for her dad.
Si él les especificó esto y esto y esto no, es culpa del restaurante. Tenían que haberle, aparte de darle otros tacos sin lo que él pidió, tenían que darle su dinero y hasta para la gasolina.
Yes, he needs to get a refund.
I think
The
it's only
restaurant's
1% of the customer's responsibility to check. The other percent should be by the restaurant. The refund too, yeah, because they took their time, they did drive with now, like, the economy, the gas prices and stuff like that. And, the dad's disabled, so, she might have gone into some other troubles. I believe the customer didn't, or hopefully didn't ask for the refund. Hopefully came out of the restaurants to give the refund. I think that's the right thing to do.
Does this Karen deserve the chancla?
No chancla. Bueno, los del restaurante sí.
At the hair salon.
Ooh.
I usually get a real haircut once or twice a year, using fast places for trims in between. Today was a trim day. I asked for a shampoo, cut, and blow dry, and an older hairdresser with an accent worked on my hair while I kept my eyes closed. After cutting, she stood there, and when I asked her about the blow dry, she looked flustered and asked, "You want dry well?" I thought it meant as well, so I said yes, since that was included. Their menu listed haircuts for $29.95 with a blow dry included, and I expected a bill of around $42.50. Instead, it was over $60 because she claimed I added an extra service. After some discussion, the owner agreed to charge me the expected amount. I later realized dry well meant fancy blowout. While I just wanted my hair dried and brushed, I felt I might have been overreacting, so I tipped the hairdresser well. Should I have just paid the full amount asked, or am I the Karen for asking for a price change all because I couldn't understand my hairdresser?
Tú tenías que pagar lo que decía ahí. Pues si no te entendió la estilista por problema de lenguaje, pero tú tenías que pagar lo que decía ahí. Ya en la propina te podías poner Karen o no Karen, ¿verdad? Pero en lo que decía ahí es lo que tenías que pagar.
I feel like she should have asked if she didn't understand her at first and double check with someone else. Also, let them know, is this what I'm paying for? This is what I want, to show them the price maybe?
I think the hairdresser should have just messed up her hair.
But she should have been the responsible one to double check when she was confused.
The miscommunication.
Yeah,
I've been to those places where you do something and then the person says, "Oh, do you want this?" And you're thinking, "Oh, that's included," but you don't realize that they means, "Oh, we're gonna add $15 more," and when it's already too late, you're stuck paying for it because that always happens.
That happens often with the nail techs. Sometimes they want to add and push it and push it and push it. So you
El
kinda
pedicure.
Yeah.
No,
Do you want the deluxe, the spa one, or whatever? No, just the normal one. Thank you so much.
Yes. Cada que voy a que me saquen la ceja, que odio que me saquen la ceja porque me duele bien mucho, me dice, mustache? No, just $5 more. No.
So was this person being picky?
No.
She was confused
No.
more than anything. So she could have been
good
responsible and asked, double check.
Double check.
But it wasn't really her fault. She just
Does this Karen get the chancla or no chancla?
No
chancla.
Chancla.
Threatening to go to the media. Do you put out threats to get your way?
Yeah, I'm ready to
No,
get my
that-
phone and okay,
No,
give me what I want.
I applied for a loan from a lending institute over 5 weeks ago. Having saved with them for years, despite being warned about slow approvals, I followed the clerk's advice and called weekly for updates. Each time, I was promised a callback that never came. Frustrated after another missed promise on Thursday, I emailed their loan-specific and general addresses detailing the lack of communication and threatening to go to the media if I didn't get a response by Friday lunch. I received a call mid-morning offering me the loan. The woman explained that my application had been delayed because it needed to go to someone who was off for personal reasons. I told her I would have been fine waiting if they had just communicated that to me. Am I being unreasonable? I didn't want to threaten them, but I felt ignored and had no choice.
Muy bien hecho.
Yeah.
Muy bien
The
hecho.
bank is a big corporation, so they
Y
deserve.
gente huevona, a veces lo de los bancos que no quieren hacer su trabajo. Estuvo muy bien lo que hizo.
Maybe next time she didn't have to threaten them and maybe talk nice and say, you know what, I don't want to take this to extreme measures. Maybe you guys communicate
No,
what's going on, or is someone there holding you back, but I don't
No,
want to take
Mónica,
those
tú
measures.
vives en un mundo muy bonito. No es así.
But she waited so
Porque
long,
¿sabes
so she
qué?
had to do something.
Ya a veces ni te voltean a ver. No, no tenemos, no así.
Threatening them? Yeah, I'm threatening them to the president of the United States if I have to. So
Deben de entender que ellos están ganando su dinero gracias a nosotros los clientes. Entonces merecemos un buen servicio. Amenazo por teléfono, en persona y siempre le digo, pásame a tu supervisora porque tú no estás haciendo tu trabajo. Y al momento así me atienden.
Xochitl, are you saying you're a Karen?
I am.
In these cases, I think she is.
Does this Karen deserve the chancla?
No chancla.
Yes, the chancla.
This one is called No Soda Lids. At a gas station, I poured a medium fountain drink but discovered that they were out of medium lids. I planned to ask the cashier about it as I approached. He mentioned they were out of medium lids, which I figured out on my own since there was no sign. I asked if I could pour my drink into a large cup to get a lid, specifying I wouldn't add more soda. He agreed, but said I had to pay the large price. I thought that was unfair since they didn't have the lid for the medium cup. He replied, "It's business." So I decided I didn't want it at all. He accepted that without argument. While it was just a soda, I felt frustrated. If a customer offers a reasonable solution to a store's problem, why not accommodate them? Am I wrong to think my request was reasonable and just leaving my soda there on the counter? Wouldn't selling it at a medium price be better than losing the sale?
That's bad business right there.
The owner,
Bad-
the
bad-
clerk was just not.
Because the owner, at the end of the day, lost the money, even if it was a small soda. So that's bad business.
Should the cashier have just let her use the large and charge her for a medium?
Yes.
Should give it for
Yes.
free because
La cajera estaba de huevona y no ponía las tapaderas.
Does this Karen deserve the chancla or no chancla?
No,
no,
chancla.
No chancla.
no.
This one is called Not Tipping When Picking Up. Monica, how much do you tip when you go out to eat?
Depending on the service. If I get good service, they'll get a good tip.
15%?
Yeah.
Xochitl, how much do you tip when you pick up your own food?
Nothing. Because I waste my time and my gas.
I didn't know you supposed to pick tip.
No, not when you pick up. I don't tip.
No,
either.
we don't tip.
I often get curbside pickup from a nearby restaurant and have mixed feelings about tipping. The first time I ordered, I didn't tip because I didn't feel like I was being served. The woman who brought my food was friendly but seemed upset when I didn't add a tip on the receipt. After that, I started using the automatic tip option out of guilt. Now I usually tip 15%, but they stopped bringing the receipt out for me to sign. Today, a friendly woman handed me the receipt with a tip line again, and I found it odd. I wrote 0 on the tip line since I already tipped. She didn't say anything rude, but her smile faded when she saw my receipt, and I felt bad. I believe it's the restaurant's responsibility to pay their curbside staff a livable wage. I feel guilty for putting 0, but I've already tipped. Am I being unreasonable, or is tipping in America becoming excessive?
Some restaurants already take your tip.
And if you give them like $5, they look at you like, is that all you're giving me? $5?
Not knowing your situation, you could
That
be a
hurts.
low-income person that's just being nice and giving you $5,
Yeah.
but not knowing the situation. So
Like,
they could be all,
okay, here's
you know.
$10, and then like
No,
a
y
little
ya,
smile.
ya no es voluntario, ya te lo ponen ahí. Suggest.
Tip included.
Pero, o sea, te sugerimos, no, eso es lo que se ganen.
Is it fair to ask for a tip if they're only handing the food over with no service?
No.
No, like
No.
give them a
No.
smile.
Or
That's
just
Or a big
thanks.
appreciation, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, and that's it.
all. And take the food before they spit on
Or
it.
let them know, thank you so much. You did a great job. That could be more than the tip sometimes.
Does this Karen deserve the chancla or no chancla?
No chancla.
This story is called Telling a Chef Their Food Sucks. We visited a popular Chinese restaurant today, and the food was disappointing given the prices. In my country, there's an optional service charge that acts like a tip, which gets added to the bill and is usually split among staff or kept by the business. At this restaurant, we chose to remove it. When the waiter asked about the service, I said it was fine and that we would leave him a cash tip. Then the chef approached and asked if I liked the food. I told him I didn't. And he walked away without a response. At the exit, the manager asked if I should send the chef my compliments. I firmly said no, as the food was not good. Manager seemed shocked and brought the chef back to us to explain. I shared that we ordered 2 simple items, basic fried rice and gravy without any customizations. The food was bland and unremarkable. The chef looked like he might cry. Was I being unreasonable in my feedback?
Muy bien que le dijo la verdad.
I mean, he could have used different words.
Should they have been so honest or kept it to themselves?
Kept it to himself.
No.
No, I mean, because they need to fix it.
Estoy pagando por algo. Entonces quiero, así como me están cobrando $100 por esto, quiero que me guste la comida. Si yo no digo la verdad, ya no voy a volver ahí porque no me gustó la comida. Y como dije la verdad, le dijeron al chef o yo le dije al chef, cámbiale, ponle pilas a esto.
Por eso.
Y voy a volver, entonces ya voy a notar la comida diferente porque le dije la verdad.
Yeah, well, tell him the truth, but next time tell him, for next time. But not in such a bad way, like, no, I didn't like your food.
But
like,
usually
no,
when something happens to me like that, if I taste the food and it's not that great, I call the person and I say, this is, something's wrong with this. It doesn't have a taste. I tell them exactly. And then right away they say, do you want us to get you a new one or change you? And then, they go and come back and then give me the same
like
one.
that. Yeah,
I mean, that's better. I'm thinking that person waited until the end.
He was too blunt.
Does this Karen deserve the chancla or no chancla?
No chancla.
This story is called Telling the Neighbors to Be Quiet on New Year's Eve. My partner, my baby, and I spent New Year's Eve at my mom's as our power went out. We watched the countdown at night as we were all tired, heard the neighbors upstairs having a little party. Come 2:39 a.m., upstairs are still partying with loud music and lots of chatter. It woke the baby up a few times. I went upstairs and asked him to turn it down. You have neighbors, can you please be considerate and turn the music down? You woke my newborn up. But it's New Year's, they said. I said, I know, that's why you got some leeway after midnight, but it's 2.5 hours later. One of the guys walked away and I went to shut the door for them, but no. The neighbor said, I'll shut it, and watch me walk away. Did they turn down the music? No. They kept on until at least 4 a.m. Should they have just kept quiet and let the neighbors party all night?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
New Year's.
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sorry you have a baby, yes, but that's a part of life.
Año Nuevo es Año Nuevo.
When you have a baby, you're not gonna sleep at all.
Yo odio Año Nuevo,
At all.
los cohetes y los balazos, porque mis perritos se asustan mucho. Entonces, meto a mis perritos y pongo música a todo volumen. Y hay un party allá, otro party allá, pero es Año Nuevo. Aunque no me guste, tengo que...
But till 4 in the morning?
Sí.
A veces se acaba a las 6 de la mañana.
That's the thing. Maybe 2 in the morning, I get it. You already went over at midnight, a little 2 more extra hours. But 4 in the morning, it's like...
No,
I-
yo dejo que mis vecinos hagan lo que ellos quieran, porque ¿sabes qué? O es una graduación, o es algo muy especial. Si fuera cada fin de semana, oh no, les echo la policía. Pero no es culpa que el bebé nació antes de Año Nuevo, o sea, es Año Nuevo.
Does this person deserve the chancla?
A big chancla,
Big
bigger than
chancla.
this, yeah.
No, chancla. I understand him.
This one is called Yelling at Kids That Aren't Yours. 2 weeks before Christmas, I was in a busy craft store filled with elderly shoppers when I noticed 2 girls, around 10 years old, running and screeching down the aisles. Initially, I didn't say anything, thinking they were just being kids. After a few minutes, I saw them again, and they were causing quite a scene, with one girl wearing a pink boa that was shedding feathers. Concerned for the elderly shoppers around, I finally raised my voice and told them to stop running, warning that someone could get hurt. At that moment, their mother appeared, saying she was chasing them and wanted to give her daughter a fun day out. I explained that I hadn't seen an adult and was worried for everyone's safety. She seemed overwhelmed and sad, so I apologized for overstepping and wished her a Merry Christmas. Later, I saw her again and checked if she was okay. I spotted her leaving the store with the girls while I was checking out. I love children and don't want to ruin their fun, but I feel it was the wrong time and place for their antics. Am I being unreasonable?
Y aparte no era el lugar para andar corriendo.
Yeah.
Era una tienda, no era un parque, ¿verdad? Y si yo los llevo a un parque y una vieja me les grita, ahí sí me la pongo pareja. Y yo como mamá debo de saber dónde estoy y cómo cuidar a mis hijos.
And not only that, there was a lot of elderly people. They fall, then they get hurt. Then what?
What are you doing if someone yells at your kids?
Oh, no. If someone yells at my kids, no. They could tell my kids, can you please stop, go get your mom because you're running. You're not supposed to. I get it. Please, thank you. I would thank the person, but don't yell at them.
Does this Karen deserve the chancla or no chancla?
Chancla person. You will get a chancla and you will get a big chancla from me.
No chancla.
This one is called Don't use my parking spots. I live in an apartment building with 2 underground parking spots, but I don't drive and asked for a rent reduction and asked if they could reallocate the spots to other tenants. They said no, so I have to pay for both, even though parking spots are very valuable where I live. One of my spots is easy to access, while the other is more difficult. Now that I have a partner, she prefers using the easier spot, but my neighbors keep parking in it, thinking it's available. I don't pay for them to use my spot for free. Am I wrong for wanting to have their cars towed? They shouldn't get a free pass.
No, he's not wrong.
He's
right.
paying for it, whether
right.
he uses it
Yeah.
or not, it's his
That's
right.
him. If he's paying for it, yep.
Yeah. Then that person should pay him money.
Mm-hmm.
If he's
Coming
gonna
to an
use it,
agreement with him, yeah.
right?
So they're not wrong for wanting
No.
to get their
No.
cars towed.
No, it doesn't matter if he
No.
uses it or not. It's his parking spot.
Does this Karen get the chancla or no chancla?
No chancla.
Nice job. Keep it up. No, no, no.
This one's called, I don't want to attend my friend's excessive gender reveal. My friend Chelsea is having a baby and invited me to her gender reveal party. I was initially happy for her, but the invite shocked me. She's planning a huge event with fireworks, a DJ, catered food, and a drone to film it all, calling it the most epic reveal ever. I love Chelsea, but this feels excessive, almost like a wedding. She also expects guests to wear themed outfits, contribute to a gender reveal fund to help cover costs, and bring gifts for both the reveal and the baby shower. I think it's great to celebrate big moments, but this seems wasteful. When I told her I wouldn't attend and preferred a more low-key baby shower, she got upset, saying I was unsupportive and making it about me. I'm holding my ground, but starting to feel guilty. Am I being too harsh?
No,
3 times.
para mí ya se están pasando
Yeah,
de la
that's a
raya.
little too far.
But
Es apenas es que, es niño o niña. En nuestros tiempos no nos hacían más
Save that
que
money for their fund.
el eco y ya ahí si se veía bien y si no también. Yo digo que ya se está pasando
But
mucho
as
la
long
gente.
as you have friends and they're your friends and they're willing to pay for the cost, what's wrong with that? I mean, it's nice to do that. I mean,
Y si
pues
yo
they
quiero
gonna
hacer
need
un
that.
gender review, va a ser con mi dinero, pero no le voy a pedir a nadie más. Y si viene Lucy y me dice, Xochitl, quiero ayudarte, y Mónica, Xochitl, quiero ayudarte, voy a tomar su ayuda. Pero yo no le voy a decir, ay, llevas 2 regalos, ¿eh? Y te viste. No, 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 no. Si yo lo hago es porque yo puedo hacerlo económicamente bien.
But if
¿Ok?
you're friends with that
Y
person,
puedo contratar un helicóptero y aventar el papelito del color que va a ser el bebé y la chingada. Pero yo no le voy a pedir nada a nadie. Es lo que a mí me cueste.
But see, she's a good friend because she's telling her, I think that's excessive.
Ajá.
And that's being a good friend because later on, God forbid, the friend runs out, no money, and see that money that you have for your child and all this big event that you try to do.
well, that is excessive, but I still believe it's okay to ask your friends. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Does this person deserve a chancla?
No
No
chancla.
chancla.
Oh,